Alright guys, so today I am going to show you a new feature of our Sky Animals website that we have been exploring. We've been looking at habitats and some of the activities. Well, today we're going to this link right here that says play. You'll click on it and it'll give you some options. We are going to create and draw an animal. We're going to create our sky animal to go with our ecosystem WebQuest project. So you'll click that. Then you come to this page, and on this page you still have the same links, but we're going down here. These are the choices you have to start with to create a sky animal. Now remember, a sky animal is where you combine two different animals to create your own animal. You have some other choices here. So what you want to do is think of a choice that works for the ecosystem that you are going to be presenting. So maybe be careful how you combine it, because you want it to be able to survive in your ecosystem. So I might pick maybe cat, dog, because I know they kind of work together and could be together in the same ecosystem. So I click the two I want to combine. Now down here, remember, these are the ones that we can't use because you need to earn more points on your account, and then they'll unlock them and you can use those later. Okay, when you scroll down, there's some interesting text. Don't worry about this. This is just for teacher. You just need to click the green button. Okay, more text that teacher reads, so don't worry about that. Scroll to get to where we need. Okay, so now you get the security warning. Do you want to run this application? Will you press run? Then scroll. Wait, be patient. Okay, here is our drawing station. We get to create a new sky animal online. So, in fact, here on the right are the graphics of the cat, and if you click the down arrow, you're going to have dog. So we have cat and dog parts to create a sky animal. On the bottom are colors that we'll be using. On the top are some buttons that I'll show you a little bit as we go through. Like this is the font kind. This is your font size, and bold and italic. You've seen those with working with word processing. This is to make something bigger and smaller. Now if you hover and leave your mouse, it will tell you that says to zoom in. Okay, these are to undo and redo. So that kind of makes it easier because it kind of tells you. This tells me I can clear the whole page. If I just don't like anything I did, I can clear the whole page. And here's print, which we're not going to worry about right now. Okay, here's all our drawing tools. I like this one right here. It's set to automatically be that because it lets me draw. Down here lets me pick if I want to draw a little bit bigger, thicker, dotted. So I'm going to do a little thick. And then this kind of tells me, oh, there's different kinds of drawing shading I can do. Don't worry about the little caution thing. It goes away if you're doing okay. See, it went away. So that, like, I can just say, okay, that's how it's going to look. If I want to draw a little squiggle line, yep. Now I can change that to a different color. Changed it to red down there. There. So I can change it to red. Now it's going to stay red unless I change it again. There's some straight lines, there's some arrows, there is shapes, and this is an outline, and notice it's still red because I haven't changed it. Or I can make it solid, and we'll change it to green or solid. Okay, so you just play around with that and you'll see how to work those. You have the eraser. It's a small eraser, so it only does a little bit. Now if I want to erase a little bit more, I might want to zoom out, and then I can erase like the whole square. And that helps. And then I zoom back in to get to where I wanted. Oops, a little too much. If I didn't like that I erased that, press the undo and there it came. Okay, text. I click the text, double click, and I can type something. I'll say animal, and it's still in green. Now if I want to change while it's still there and it still has a dotted line, you have to click in there and highlight. Let me get that in there. So I'm going to highlight it, and I can change it to be a little bit smaller. I can change to a different font. Because what happens when you click out and you're like, oh, I forgot that screen, I'm going to click in, it won't let you back in. It's kind of an interesting little thing about this program that you'll have to figure out. So if you can't, you're like, oh, that's not what I want, you might have to go do some undo buttons to get what you wanted. And there, and the undo took it off, and I can try again. So you'll get to play around with those and figure out how they work, and you can do the undo, and if you're just like, this isn't what I want, press the paper here to clear the whole thing and start over. Then go ahead and decide what you want to do with, maybe we want a kitty body. It has the dotted box to tell you can make it bigger or longer or skinnier or however you want to do it. Then once you click out though, you can't click back in, it won't let you, so it's kind of stuck. Something you'll have to learn how to work with. And my kitty needs now a dog head. Ah, that's a good dog head. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to make it a little smaller to match my kitty. Oh, see, I accidentally clicked off, so I'm going to press undo a couple of times, and I'll try that again. So now I got to make sure I grab it the right way. Make it a little bit smaller to fit my... I'm going to make it a little smaller so you can play around with things like that to learn how to do it. Okay, and click out. Now as you can see, I might have to, this is where the drawing tools, this doesn't connect, so maybe I'll go back to my drawing tool, and I bet it's still set for green, so I'm going to click down to black, and I might connect it with my drawing tool a little bit. Okay, and that's a little thick, so I can undo that, make it a little skinnier, and kind of connect it. And I can play around and put, oh, and I put a little dot. I better get rid of that. There we go. I can put a collar and things like that. So there's my dog. Now if I want to put coloring on him, he's going to be brown. Well, my dog with my cat. So I'm going to, oh, see what happened when I pressed the whole paint can? Because I had a little gap there, it made it. So I got to undo and fix that. These are the things you get to learn how to do as you're working with that. Let's put cat tail on. That kind of looks like a dog tail too. A little ball of yarn. That's good size. So if I want like this ball of yarn to be blue, I just click it and it goes blue. That's a dark blue. I'm going to do a light blue. Okay, just wanted to show you some basics. Now I want you to play around with it, and you'll get to learn how to color it in with the paint can. You can also use a little dropper and pick a color. And it does so little that sometimes the dropper isn't, see, it's putting such little drops I can't even see it, so sometimes the paint can is a better choice. Oh, get to undo. There we go. Now my tail, because we've got to fix that gap. Okay, just so I can show you, when you're finished and you like what you've done, come down here and you get to first tell us what you named it. This is a cat and a dog, so I've got to come up with a new name together. Cat dog, cog, dat. We're going to call him a dat because he's a dog and a cat combined. The formula, what did I do? I did dog, and it says you've got to put the plus sign, cat. Picture comment, you can put something here about where you were. We're not going to worry about that. He's a sky animal because I created two. I mean, sometimes you can just use one and make an animal, or you can make a mythical. So we click the dot. He's a mammal because cat and dog, they're both mammals. And then you can decide, is he extinct, extinct in the wild, critically endangered, what kind in your habitat What do you think? I think a cat dog is least concern because there's a lot of them running around. Then you press continue. So what I need to do is I want you to save this. And then I earned points, and then we'll continue. And then when it's time, we'll go ahead and get the animal that you created, that you saved, and we will upload it into your presentation. And I'll show you how to do that one later. All right, guys, have fun with it.